Sacred Heart ruled the conference in 2021. The Pioneers captured the first ever NEC championship game in the spring and then defended their title during the fall. Can the Pioneers three-peat, or will someone else get in their way? Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Dottino, and we're getting set for another fun season of NEC football. Now, today we'll spend a few minutes with each of the coaches and some of the players to watch. But let's start with the coaches' preseason poll. Sacred Heart is picked to stay atop of the heap and capture the automatic NCAA playoff bid. The Pioneers grabbed 5 first-place votes. They have won at least a share of 6 conference championships. Duquesne is seeking a piece of its 6th title. The Dukes got the remaining 3 first-place votes and landed in 2nd place. We round out the top 5 with the St. Francis Red Flash, Central Connecticut State Blue Devils, and Merrimack Warriors. LIU and Wagner were picked tied for 6th, followed by newcomer Stonehill. The Stonehill Skyhawks were picked number 8th in the NEC preseason coaches poll. They just joined the FCS level in May, now part of the Northeast Conference after coming over from the NE10. Eli Gardner is in his 6th season as head coach, 13th with the program. Club went 8-2 overall last year, their best finish since 1996. Joe Bastante, offensive lineman, and Masyn Lorick, defensive back, also joining us today. Coach, I think the first question has to be for you. As you come up into this conference, what are the key hurdles and what are the key missions that you want to accomplish in just year 1 of being an NEC program?
Yeah, thanks, Paul. I think the big challenges for us, there's obviously, on the field challenges, there's recruiting challenges. There's also just, a sense of the unknown, right? Where I've been at Stonehill, like you mentioned, for 13 years. So, I think we got really comfortable and we were really comfortable in our former, landscape that we were operating in. And now we have all new opponents, new offenses, new defenses, new special teams that we need to learn, new schemes. Travel, recruiting is a little bit different. So from a coach's perspective, it definitely feels like there's a lot more to navigate. Hopefully the players, can just focus on football and go out and play football, because that's still 11 on 11 last time I checked. So, but I think the big thing for us is, we want to, establish our identity, like we want to do regardless of who our competition is. And we want to go in and compete. We feel like, that we've been working hard as a program and building our program the right way over these years. And hopefully we're able to demonstrate that at the FCS level.
Joe, let me go to you as an all-conference offensive lineman coming back to the team this year. I'd like to ask, generically speaking, describe your offense for all of those folks in the NEC who haven't seen you before, or maybe fans who are just unfamiliar with the program. What style do you guys play? What does a typical offensive output of Stonehill look like? Because you averaged 30 points a game last season.
So we're going to, line up in a lot of different formations. But when it comes down to it, we like to run the ball, like to get downhill, smash some mouths. And when it comes to it, we throw the ball really well, got a lot of weapons on the outside, get it to our explosive guys. And we just kind of go from there. We all thrive off of each other. And it's the offensive line, especially, is a great environment. We just want to be explosive as an offense.
We all know that an attack starts with the offensive line in the trenches. I believe Thomas Walsh is also going to be back this year, and he was a second-team conference pick. So what are your offensive linemen saying to yourselves as you try to accept this challenge? I'm sure you want to prove early in the season that you guys are ready to fight and compete at this level.
Yeah, definitely. We return all 5 guys. We're all a tight-knit group, the entire offensive line room. I think we know that at some point there's going to be a game and it's going to be on our shoulders. Guys are going to look to us, and, we're excited to take on that challenge and be the best that we can be.
All right, let's flip it over to Masyn for a second. Again, another good unit on that side of the ball. You guys gave up less than 15 points a game defensively. Could you kindly describe for us what Stonehill defense typically will show us on any given weekend?
So we're just all about being sound and technical in how we play. We drill a lot of technique-driven work, and that's how we're going to beat guys, just taking away every opportunity and just making sure that we're on top of our game, and along with our aggressive outside and contain, and then also just through the run game. If you stop the run game, you got control of the game. So I think we have a very good defensive side coming from last year. And like I said, just a very sound, technical, and aggressive defense. That's what we're going for, and that's what we're going to do.
You're a co-captain. Could you tell me what your message is, aside from the game plan stuff, to the rest of your defensive unit as you guys kind of thrill in the excitement of moving to a new league and bigger challenges?
Yeah, so just as a captain, I just want to push all of the guys, especially for this big opportunity that we have in front of us. Especially me and Joe, we've been here for this is our year 5. So we've been through the whole entire program as Division II, and then moving all the way up to Division I ranks. So we've seen it all, and we just want the best for our guys, and we just want the best opportunity. We want to take this opportunity and just make the best of it.
Let's go back to coach for a minute. Chris Domercat was an all-league wide receiver. I saw 800 yards receiving, approximately a 20-something yard average per catch. Seems to me that, I don't know, maybe you have an itch to like have your quarterback air it out a bit, or am I seeing things wrong?
Yeah, I think what we do really well offensively is we make opposing defenses defend the whole field, right? And we keep them very honest. As Joe mentioned, we love to run the football, and if teams are going to overcompensate to try to take that away, we have a lot of systems built in, just like most teams do, to take advantage of that. And if it means creating one-on-one matchups on the perimeter, we feel like we have some really good athletes, some great football players out there like Christopher Domercant that can take advantage and win some of those matchups. So I think we do a great job of making teams defend every gap in the run game, and we definitely will attack horizontally and vertically in the passing game as well. So it's really a balanced approach, but we try to force defense's hands that way.
Coach, is it fair to say that philosophically you would rather just your guys concentrate on what they need to do well and not necessarily think psychologically about the fact that we're joining a new league and we're playing unfamiliar opponents? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's not the way you look at it.
No, I think that's 100% accurate. I think at the end of the day, the only thing that we can control, whether it was last year, this year, or 10 years from now, is what we do, how we prepare, and how we perform. So I think our guys are really bought into that philosophy of controlling what they can control. Right now, they're focused on their development in the weight room, their development on the turf, from a conditioning standpoint. And when it gets into game week here, whether it's week 1 or, week 11, we're going to be focused on what we need to accomplish in all 3 phases of the game to be successful. So obviously we will talk about our opponent and what they do and what their strengths are, but it really comes down to what we need to do to be successful. So I think you hit the nail on the head.
Joe, let me wrap up by asking you this. What's the buzz around campus about joining the Northeast Conference? I mean, we saw the celebration when the announcement was made, and that certainly was impressive. But what is the atmosphere right now in terms of becoming part of the NEC?
I think around campus, it could be summed up in one word. I think everyone's just excited. I think excitement is the right word to describe the buzz around campus. I know inside of the team, right, it's a really exciting thing. It's a great opportunity for us. But at the same time, we're just excited to play football again, because football doesn't change no matter what level you're at. And, all 110 guys on the team love football and love each other. So, I mean, that's what we're going to ride into the conference.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you guys in the Northeast Conference. Thanks so much for being a part of it. We wish you the best of luck. And that is head coach Eli Gardner, as well as offensive lineman Joe Bastante and Masyn Lorick, a Skyhawks defensive back. Welcome back to NEC Football Media Day. Now we've got a stellar backfield duo of national media ready to fire ace some questions. Craig Kelly, the FCS senior editor at Stats Perform, is with us, as well as Daniel Steenkammer, the FCS correspondent for Hero Sport.
Thank you so much, Paul. Good to be back. My first question, I guess, will go to the new school in the room, Stonehill, for Coach Gardner. I'm just curious how you're looking to guide your team, keeping it focused through that first month of September before you guys get to your inaugural Division I games. First, I guess you could describe the excitement on arriving in FCS football and starting this transition, this reclassification. But also, importantly, you guys do have 2 games against Division II competition in September. Just how you guys are approaching the schedule and the excitement around it.
Yeah, thanks, Daniel. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're really excited here, not only as a program or department, but just the school in general, to see growth and obviously the commitment towards athletics and making this transition. For us as a program, I mean, obviously we're really excited. There's a lot of growth and uncharted territory that we need to navigate together. And I think the big thing for us is just keeping our guys focused on the fact that, it's still football, right? It's still 11 on 11. The field's the same length, new opponents. So kind of like a fresh start. Obviously it's definitely a step up in competition and we're really excited for the challenge. It obviously is going to present a completely unique set of challenges, for myself and our coaching staff and our administration. And I think the goal is just to allow our guys best way possible to focus on playing football and not to be distracted by any of the challenges with the transition that might come up. So we're really excited. It's an honor to be chosen to be here, and our guys are definitely preparing for that challenge.
And then for Masyn, I'm curious, just similarly, just from the student athlete's perspective of getting to embrace some Division I competition starting this fall.
I'm with the same with Coach. I'm just happy to play football. That's the sport I love and the sport we all love. And despite all the distractions and what's going on in the environment, we all just want to get on that field and play, no matter who it is across from us. So that's just how we take it. And we just take this as a really big opportunity that we can take advantage of.
Well, that'll do it for this year's edition of Northeast Conference Football Media Day. Once again, our thanks to the membership, the coaches, and all of the players. Thanks for watching and enjoy the season. Until next time, I'm Paul Dottino. So long, everybody.